I'm going to make you a shredded chicken salad today. Lots of yummy raw vegetables in here and of course some chicken. I'm going to be poaching the chicken today. First steps with poaching, make sure you bring your chicken to room temperature. You don't want it to be too cold when it comes out of the fridge. If it is, it won't cook as evenly as it should. So what I've got here is some chicken stock and I've brought it to the boil. I'm just going to take it off the heat now, and this is when we add the chicken. So poaching's really simple and it's a really healthy way to cook protein like chicken breast like this, which is really lean. And now I'm not putting it back on the heat at all. I'm popping the lid on and just allowing it to sit there for about 40 minutes. That residual heat will actually cook the chicken, making it really succulent and moist in the center. I've got my all-in-one food processor here, and I'm going to do two textures of veggies here. First of all, I'm going to slice, and then I'm going to use my shredder to grate my carrots, beetroot and my French shallots. So lid on, and let's get our cucumber here. Now I'll just use half of this. We'll cut that straight down the center there. And fennel, oh, I love fennel. It's got that beautiful aniseed flavor to it. I might even keep some of these little fennel fronds here because they've got beautiful flavor, and of course it'll look gorgeous in our salad too. So we'll keep that, and all those tough ones we'll get rid of. And we just want to tidy up our fennel here. You just take off that tough stalk on the base, and we'll quarter that also. And I'll just grab my cucumber and we'll start to slice. So it's easy as popping it in. Perfect, everything's the same size. So I'm going to remove our slicer now, and I've got a big bowl here, and we're just going to place all of our ingredients in our large bowl, just like that. Oh, it smells so fresh. Cucumber, fennel, love it. And now it's time to put our shredder on to grate our carrot, and I'm leaving the beetroot till last. The reason I'm doing that is, of course, it'll bleed everywhere, so we'll just keep it last so it doesn't stain our other vegetables. All right, in with the carrot. And we're going to remove that. Lid back on, and our beetroot. So I'm just going to cut them in half. And raw beetroot is so stunning. It's got a beautiful earthy sweetness to it. And I'm using two because I like a lot of beetroot in this. Done. So let's take that off. In it goes. And I've got one orange here, and I've just segmented them beautifully, and we're going to pop them in. I've also got the juice here, so I've just squeezed out all the juice. That's going to be for our dressing that we'll make just in a moment. I need lots of herbs in this, lots and lots of herbs. So I've got some mint, and we just want to pick that in there. We want about half a bunch each. So instead of using lettuce for this, we're going to be quite heavy on our herbs. So coriander is in now, and don't forget these beautiful little fennel fronds. I'm just going to pick them in just like that. And that's it for all the herbs. Look at that, for me, that's a rainbow in a bowl. You know that this is going to be really good for you. We've got some mustard, some seeded mustard. We want a good heaped teaspoon of that. You can also use some Dijon mustard for this if you like. Over here, I've got some sumac. Sumac is beautiful. It's almost got a little lemony flavour to it, almost tomato-like. And I want a good pinch of that in there. I want to taste it. So we'll say about a heaped teaspoon, along with that reserved orange juice that we had before, and that goes in. We'll give that a little whisk just to bring all of that together. And then, of course, just like any other dressing, we need to emulsify it with olive oil. So slowly drizzle in some good quality extra virgin olive oil, just so we've got a really nice emulsification there. We'll also season this really well with some salt, good pinch, and pepper. Beautiful. All right, one last whisk. And a few other ingredients for this, some almonds. We want a little bit of crunch. I'm not going to toast these today. I'm just going to put them in just raw, just as is. Put the whole packet in there. And just for a little bit of cheese, I've got some Danish feta here, which is lovely and creamy. And we just want to break that up Leave them in, not too small pieces, because don't forget when we mix this, it'll crumble up a little bit more. So chunky pieces. So that is it. All we need to do now is wait for our chicken to finish cooking. I'm going to allow it to cool, and just at the last minute, I'm going to dress it all with our beautiful dressing. So our chicken has cooled down nicely now, and you can do that ahead of time. You can do that 1 to 2 days in advance. Now the dressing, I'm going to dress most of the salad. I'm just leaving a little bit of that dressing just to put on the top. And you want to give that a really good mix, making sure you evenly distribute all that beautiful dressing around to really coat everything quite well. Wow. And we've got a big, beautiful bowl here, and we just want to place a good amount in there, making sure you get all of those nuts and the cucumbers, that beetroot, and that little hint of orange really does make a difference. Beautiful. Now, if you were a vegetarian, of course, you could stop here and not add the chicken, but I love this shredded chicken. So once it's cooled, it shreds really easily. So you could mix it through it, but what I love to do for presentation-wise is just with clean hands, just pull away at the chicken like this, and you'll see it'll just shred apart, just like that. So you just want to pull that apart. And it's so tender and juicy, and a big amount of that right on the top there. Yum. And that little bit of dressing right at the end, I love to drizzle just on our chicken there. Wow. There you have it. Wow. I love beautiful big salads that you can present in the middle of the table. Loads of flavour, loads of colours. This salad is extravagant, and everyone will love that one.